This video is brought to you by Fitness Solution. They're a gym company that sell, gym equipment. Cost for quality, however you like to put it. They're a great business. They sell great stuff, lots of good things. If you want to exercise, do it. I know this is coming from a guy who doesn't exercise a lot. Don't tell anyone that. But without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we? So, howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here. So, the Captain Marvel trailer got released a few days ago. I've been excited about it. This is something that the internet has given me. Some good, fresh internet fodder. So, I'm not gonna analyze it right now. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on it. Just a short video telling you what I thought about it. And in the next video, we'll talk about what I thought of it. So first, how it looks. I've already watched the trailer and it looks pretty good. This, if you do not know, is Marvel's first female lead movie. Like, all the other movies have been male protagonists. So this is an interesting take for Marvel to do. This is gonna be their first female-led story, and I'm interested to see where they'll go with it. I mean, it took 20 movies, but who knows where we shall go with it. But let's talk about other stuff. For one, I actually really like the logo change. Like, if we could just back up over here, I love this logo change. It just shows that Marvel is growing as a company, and the way it feels like we have the blue screen in the background. I know I went a bit far back, but I like how it has the blue screen in the background. Then it turns into the number 10. It's so interesting, so nice. It's well done. I hope they do this logo for the rest of their movies from now on. Now, I want to comment on the Skrulls and the Kree for this trailer. Now, even though I'm not moving to them right now, from the comics, the Skrulls and the Kree have been in an eternal war. Captain Marvel obviously got her powers from the Kree, and the Skrulls are shape-shifting aliens. Now, what I like is that they actually put both of them in this film. Like, there is gonna be a lot in this film. For one, I just learned that Ronan the Accuser is gonna be in this film. I suppose leading the Kree to war or something. But what I find really interesting is that they also had time to put in the Skrulls. Like, this seems like it would be a really lengthy movie. Introducing us to Captain Marvel, introducing us to the Kree, introducing us to the Skrulls. There's a lot to be handled here. But I thought the Skrulls were going to be saved for like a Captain Marvel 2 or something. Something crazy like that. I honestly did not know what was going to happen. But as said before, I do think that this is going to be a really good movie. And if the Skrulls are going to be introduced, then I'd like to see them pop up in future Marvel films and see how they affect the universe as a whole. Who knows what they could do, and there is a lot of potential that can be done with them. Who knows? Next, I also want to make an idea for how she came from the Kree instead of Earth. In the comics, she got her powers from the Kree through some fusion type thing. But it seems here, to me personally, it seems like she came from the Kree planet. Like, she had a little life on Earth, but then the Kree took her away, a la Star-Lord style, and trained her to be Captain Marvel or something. Like, they wanted to study the humans. It seemed very interesting to me, and I do think that it will go somewhere here. It has a lot of potential to be good. I just hope Marvel runs with this idea. Because, as if you know me, I'm not a big fan of big book to movie changes. Like, I like the changes, but I wish like they would still keep some of the foundation in there, if you know what I mean. Like, they would still keep it together so that they don't go too overboard and make their own thing. Now, another thing about Captain Marvel is that even though I say that it's good to change from the books to the movies and to keep it simple and nicely grounded, another thing I want to comment on is Captain Marvel's hair. Yes, I'm gonna talk about her hair for a second. Now, her hair is really pretty. I'm just gonna say it, her hair is really nice. In the comics, however, she like cuts it into a spiky form or something. I honestly do not like that haircut. I prefer her with a pretty hair. So may I hope that from now on, into the rest of the MCU, they just keep her hair really pretty, because that one actually looks nice. I don't like her comic cut hair. That it just doesn't catch me. I like her pretty Captain Marvel style hair. It just screams girl power, you know? But that's just my opinion. Maybe somebody will disagree with me. Anyway, how this movie will move the company forward. So it seems that this will be taking place in the 90s, just as the comics have been doing as well, taking place in the 90s. Now, some people will obviously be disappointed by this because it's not going to take place after Infinity War, post-snap. But I actually like it like this. I want to see what happens in Infinity War Part 2, how it handles this. For now, this is Captain Marvel's story. This is how we get introduced to her. We're not getting introduced to a world where everything is all destroyed and such. No, this is a Captain Marvel story that takes place before she becomes an Avenger. And I actually like this. This is really interesting. And I'm glad Marvel is agreeing with me on this path. Speaking of which, before I end the video, I just want to comment on young Samuel L. Jackson. It is amazing of the work they have done with him. Samuel L. Jackson, he just looks so young. Nick Fury, and then he has both his eyes. It makes me wonder if this is going to be the movie where he loses his eyes. I'm just like, whoa, what happened here? This is insane. I want to watch this movie because Agent Coulson, Nick Fury, everyone's here. It's going to be freaking awesome. And it's going to be a trio team up where we have Captain Marvel, Agent Coulson, Nick Fury, all of them in one place. It's going to be freaking awesome. I want to see this movie. This movie is really going to move the company forward. Captain Marvel, to me, I feel will be a good role model to girls everywhere. Because even though DC beat Marvel to having the woman-only standoff film, where the woman is the protagonist with Wonder Woman, which they did last year, I'm not blaming Marvel for doing Captain Marvel now. Sure, they're a bit late to the party, but I do feel like this is good. And I do think that Captain Marvel herself is gonna be a really great role model to girls everywhere. I'm forgetting her freaking actress name. I'll give it to you in the next video when I analyze the full trailer. But this does seem like a really good movie. The trailer has got me hooked, and I will go see this film in 2019 in cinemas. For I cannot wait for Captain Marvel. It's got me intrigued. Marvel, you've hooked